What is going on, everybody? Showing up the king, the one and only, and I'm here to bring you a special video today. It is Christmas Eve. I know I've been gone for a minute, and I wanted to come on here and do a special discussion video. I'll get into that in a second. I wanted to give a couple of quick updates. I know some of my manga fans out there have been wondering where the hell was my review for last week's Naruto chapter, the death of Neji, as well as my last week's chapter review for Bleach. Unfortunately, like I said, just working, trying to get ready for the new year. Things have been crazy. I had not got a chance to do a proper review for those chapters. But do not fret. I do have some time off now, and I will be doing more of a discussion video than an actual review. I believe at this point in time, with the new chapter probably coming out sometime tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, it really is no point in really doing a full review, because I think everybody is already in a mindset of moving forward. So I might do a discussion video talking about it, or when the new chapter comes out this week, I'll talk about the new chapter. Then I also will bring in the last chapter, my thoughts on what's happening with Neji. But this video is not about that. This video is in regards to a death battle. Now, I know a lot of you guys in the anime community are not familiar with what death battle is, and I'm going to explain that to you. Death Battle is a show that they do. It's the great people over at ScrewAttack.com. And what they do is they take fan-submitted ideas and they work up the math, and they do actual death battles. And these are death battles that are fully animated in either 2D sprites or 3D rendered fights against characters in the fantasy world. We've seen Link versus Cloud from Final Fantasy. We've seen Vegeta versus Shadow the Hedgehog. We've seen Rogue versus Wonder Woman. They've done a multitude of different battles. Now, the reason that I'm discussing this one is because this is the granddaddy of them all. This is the biggest fight that every nerd anime comic fan has talked about for decades, and that is Goku versus Superman. Now, there is some good and bad news. The good news is that the fight is going to happen, and but the bad news is that the fight was supposed to happen on Friday that just passed, which was the 21st or the 22nd, I can't remember. But it was supposed to happen on Friday, the day that the war was supposed to end. But the people over Screw Attack, they were having some issues with the animation, and they told us in a video that the video would be delayed. Now, they said it will be a couple of days, and I'm hoping it will be up by Christmas. So this will be a two-part video. This will be part one, giving my pre-discussion, talking about what my thoughts on the battle is going to be and who I think is going to win. And then there'll be another video once the actual battle is posted, and I'll analyze and I'll discuss my thoughts on who won and why I thought they should have won, etc. Now, there is a 4-minute preview clip of the fight that has leaked online on YouTube. I will put it in the description below. It again, like I said, it's pretty much been confirmed that this is some of the animation work that was done by Screw Attack. So this is a 4-minute preview of the fight. It's the first 4 minutes of the fight. Now, overall, the battle itself is going to be over 30 minutes from what I heard. Now, whether or not that's going to be encompassed with the discussion on each of the characters' fighting ability and weaknesses and special abilities, plus the fight, or is the fight itself going to be 30 minutes, we don't know yet. But again, like I said, there's going to be a 4-minute video that shows the fight so far in the description below. I've watched it multiple times, and I gotta admit, the guys over Screw Attack, they really did a good job on this battle. They took it serious. This is worth 3 months worth of work going into this battle. But enough of the previews and things of that nature. Let's get into the discussion. Alright. There's a lot of people on here who think they know everything there is about Goku. They think everything they know about Superman. And this is the problem. Most people either are anime fans or they're comic fans. Very rarely do you find somebody that is as equally into manga as they are into comics. And that's where I fall into place. I have been a comic book fan for a very long time. I'm older than most of you fans out there. Again, and I also have been reading manga for a very long time. So I'm very well versed in Dragon Ball. I'm very well versed in Superman knowledge. So I feel like I have a really good perspective to bring on who can do what, what's possible on both sides. I'm not just speculating. I know because, again, I collect comics, I collect manga. I do both equally. In this battle, I think it will be close. My prediction is I'm going to probably go with Goku. The reason I'm going to go with Goku is strictly because one of well, I'll start off here. The big misconception, because again, I can go through a whole breakdown, but I don't want to do that. The biggest misconception is that, oh, Superman is just so strong. You know, he's strong enough to lift the planet. Yes, Superman is strong enough to lift the planet. And yes, his only real weakness is kryptonite or red sun, but that's not exactly true. People forget one major flaw. There is one person that beat Superman and killed him with brute strength alone, and his name was Doomsday. People seem to keep forgetting about Doomsday. And the reason why I bring Doomsday up is because he is going to be an integral part of why I think Goku can win. Now, again, Superman has great brute strength. He is strong enough to move the planet, which is very true. But being able to be physically strong and being able to utilize that strength properly is two different things. We've seen plenty of times in Dragon Ball Z that Goku can increase his muscle mass and be physically stronger than his opponent. But again, it doesn't matter if you can't hit your opponent. Now, again, that doesn't really matter with Superman because, again, Superman is as fast as he is strong. So, again, that really didn't matter in his particular situation. Now, Goku may not be physically as strong as Superman, but what he lacks in physical strength, he makes up more than in his energy strength, his spiritual energy. Yes, Superman can move a planet, but that's at his max strength as he can move the planet. Goku can destroy a planet with his energy like it's nothing. Superman can't do that. Superman can't shoot his laser beams into the planet and destroy it. It's not going to happen. Could he destroy the planet by doing a whole spin drill thing and burrowing to the center of the earth? Maybe he could do that. But Superman can't punch the planet and destroy it. Not going to happen. Goku can literally charge up one of his key attacks and destroy the planet. It's been seen. Like, people in the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, and I'm talking about power levels of like 1600, were destroying the Earth, the moon. I mean, and people in Dragon Ball were destroying planets at that time. So it's not even a stretch to say that Goku could have easily destroyed the planet with his energy level. So for me, Superman physically moving a planet is not that big of a feat, because Goku can destroy an entire solar system if he wanted to. I'm not saying he would, but it's possible that he can destroy a galaxy. He has the energy to do that. So again, like I said, Superman's physical strength and Goku's energy levels are almost on the same, if not Goku being a little bit higher, depending on if he goes Super Saiyan 4. Now, that's another thing. People want to disclude Super Saiyan 4 Goku because it's GT, and they're trying to say it's not canon because it's not by Akira Toriyama. And it was just, some of the stuff I was reading was just so stupid. I'm like, Goku can go Super Saiyan 4. Bottom line, it was the Akira Toriyama, they turned over the rights to the people to make Dragon Ball GT. Just because the fans didn't like GT doesn't mean it didn't happen. You can't just sit there and say, oh, because we don't like a series, we're going to discontinue anything that ever happened in that series. Sorry, that's not how it works. Goku goes Super Saiyan 4 in GT. And no, he doesn't have to be a kid in order to go Super Saiyan 4. He's human. He can go from his adult stage to Super Saiyan 4, no problem. And that's another thing. Let's before I even get started on Super Saiyan 4 Goku, let's talk about Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Because I was looking at a couple of forums and it was really making me angry. Everyone kept saying that Goku would never be able to go Super Saiyan 3 because it takes him too long to gather the energy for the transformation. And they're all basing this off the very first time he transformed for Majin Buu. We have already proven, and again, these just goes to show you that these people that sit there and think they know what they're talking about, they don't know shit. I'm like, Goku even said it himself. He took his time with that transformation because he was trying to stall. He was trying to stall for Trunks to get the Dragon Radar. He didn't need to take that. Oh, also, and again, that was his first time transforming on Earth. So yeah, it took a little bit of time. But that doesn't mean every time he goes Super Saiyan 3, it takes that long. It doesn't take that long. Because if you remember correctly, if you guys really say you're Dragon Ball Z fans, you would know that during the fight with Majin Buu, once he turned from, the first time he was fighting with Majin Buu as a Super Saiyan 3, and he tagged in and let Vegeta go, he came back into the fight and transformed into a Super Saiyan 3 at a drop of a hat. It was like it was nothing. He went from 2 to 3 just like that. Boom! Turn. He didn't scream, he didn't yell, any of that stuff. Goku does not take it. He can make this transfer. His first time changing may take a long time, but once he gets used to the transformation, he can transform like that. It's nothing. It's nothing. So let's just get that out of the way. So anybody sitting there trying to say it's going to take him too long to gather the energy to make it into a Super Saiyan 3, that's bullshit. And also trying to say that he can't maintain the Super Saiyan 3 transformation for a very long time. Again, this is when he was working on a limited energy. This is not him in his full human form. When he transformed for the first time against Majin Buu, he was using up his physical energy because he was dead. Goku is no longer dead. Okay? Yes, the Super Saiyan 3 transformation does take up a lot of energy, but that does not mean that he cannot maintain the form for a very long time. He fought Majin Buu on that planet for hours. Hours they were fighting on that planet. And he had a Super Saiyan 3 transformation. So again, come on people. Come on people. Let's this is Goku we're talking about. These Dragon Ball Z fights for hours. I don't care. And again, that's just assuming that you're thinking that, oh, people also say, oh, Superman can't run out of energy. He'll never run out of energy. We've seen Superman run out of energy. Not only is he he's not omnipotent, meaning he can take damage. If you hit him hard enough, he can bleed. He can be hurt. We've seen this in the fight against Doomsday. Doomsday fucked Superman up with just brute strength alone. No magic, no kryptonite. He beat the holy shit out of Superman, and they fought for hours. And Superman got weighed down. Superman got hurt badly, and on top of that, he was having help from all the other members of the Justice League, and Doomsday wrecked all of them. Yes, Superman was eventually able to beat Doomsday, but he died in the process himself. So again, Superman can be killed with brute strength alone. If you don't believe me, go look at the death of Superman. It's right there. Doomsday did not once use any sort of magic or any sort of kryptonite. He used brute strength alone and physically overpowered Superman and beat him to death. It happened. I mean, it is what it is. So again, this notion that Goku can't beat Superman because Superman is invulnerable is, again, you know, I'm almost positive that if Goku went Super Saiyan 3 or 4, he would have the physical strength to beat the holy shit out of Superman. And again, like I said, Superman is not a trained fighter. This is again, I'd love someone to prove me otherwise. You know, there's actually a great forum on ScrewAttack.com that actually shows there was a fight where he went against Wonder Woman. I think Superman was messed up from some kryptonite or whatever, and was fighting Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman was whooping his ass. And again, this is evil Kal-El, so it wasn't even like he was holding back. He was physically trying to kill her, and she was using her Amazon fighting skills to beat Superman. So yes, Superman is, just because you're physically stronger doesn't mean you're a better fighter. She was a better fighter, so she won that fight. Like I said, I just think there's a lot of people out there, again, because DC Comics made Superman all omnipotent, that they just thought this would be an easy win. I don't think that's going to be the case. Now I will say, if Goku Kamehameha Superman into the sun, it might be a wrap, because again, we've seen Goku do that multiple times, and putting Superman anywhere near close to the sun is not a smart idea, because again, that's where he gets his power. The closer he is to the sun, the stronger he becomes. So putting him into the sun would not be a good idea, Goku. Remember that. But again, like I said, I didn't want to make this a super long video. Just kind of wanted to come on here and discuss what I thought, how I saw the battle going. I am Team Goku all the way. I want to hear what you guys think. I know you guys want to debate me on this, and I'm fine with that. But let's keep it simple. If you guys want to come with some nonsense, if you want to come in, you want to talk about, you know, oh, you're this and oh, you're that, you want a name call, come with intelligent counter arguments. Do not come with me with no stupid, idiotic, made-up stuff, or else I'm just going to block you, or I'm just going to delete your comments. So if you want to debate with me on this, that's fine. We can debate till the cows come home. I have no issues with that, but make sure your comments are intelligent. I will not deal with any, like, 5-year-old pubescent child who wants to sit there and say, Superman's going to win because I like him and he rocks. I don't want to hear that shit, alright? Sean of the King, the one and only. You guys keep it easy. Merry Christmas.